EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing to start the drive. Price over the middle of the back end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and a yard. Operating from the gun, Price. And Walker has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A run now with Holmes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. In motion, right one of the tight ends. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
They go play action here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Price. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
Escaping the pressure right. Down the right sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Price. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Price. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker.
Walker showing the power. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
They'll run. This is Holmes.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And going right back to Walker.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Looking to throw. Price. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
An extra point try now for Moody.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. McKee, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Up the middle they go. McKee, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They run the counter. McKee, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On 1st down, Fowler, and he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Price, a final shot before break. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, McKee, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now a give, right side. It's Fowler. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. McKee,
and he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee, that he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the toss to Charbonnet. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. McKee, and he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Now the first carry here for their running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
With his 12th touchdown on the ground, his 15th overall. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Down the right sideline. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Moody for the PAT.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The Ravens take over first down at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They run the counter. McKee, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, McKee, call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The 20. There he goes again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, they're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, McKee. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Seahawks, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, It's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.